Okay, dude, since we've been working together, obviously I met you a long time ago, but you come in and you're like, I want to lose weight. I want to make some changes about it. Now we got you. We really did a plan with you ages ago, which is a one-off plan, and then a couple of months
Yeah.
later, you're like, actually, no, I need the fucking real thing. So, how have you found it so far, especially with like your busy routine, obviously running calls, running everything else? How have you found finding your own rhythm with it?
Well, it was definitely a life-changing decision because right now working with you, of course, especially around this meal plan and everything what we're doing with, definitely still a little bit different approach to how I accomplish the goal, especially when it comes to the weight and all that. Because I'm training Muay Thai like for literally what 5 years now, and I know that I'm kind of like capping where I am right now, stamina wise and all that. So now nutrition has to get step up so I can be in a better performance there. But it's pretty much all areas of lives are connected equally. So just like we do business, just like we do the training, just like we do the food, right, has to be on the A game so we can perform the best as we can. So the food was definitely the life-changing choice, and working with you was literally a game changer because now I created different habits how I can tackle the food wise a little bit more efficiently. I'm not, let's say, oh, it's like at 1 p.m. I'm hungry, or what I'm gonna eat. And then when you're thinking about it, what do I have in the kitchen? What I have in the refrigerator? And usually, what was a big problem for people that are kind of, let's say, busy or unorganized would come with the food. Majority of food based on the carbs, right?
Yeah,
And that's where and usually kind of like the fast carbs. So you can get food in, you think, okay, I'm satisfied, I'm not hungry anymore, but you're actually stopping yourself because you are limiting your metabolism, your slowdown, you get kind of like sleepy, especially in the winter time right now when it's like dark outside, like 4:30, 5 p.m. You can
yeah.
get like really, like drawing and all that. So that's not ideal, right? And that's why you have to have that metabolism like speeding up and all that. So that was definitely a game changer that I can be focused throughout the entire day.
Nice. Also, you said you miss her. This is the leanest she's seen you ever in like 3 years of dating.
Yeah, and actually today I was literally on my physicist, and he also said like how much weight I lost because the tonus in the muscles, the way how I'm looking, the position of the body, everything changed. And he was actually amazed how I'm looking right now. So I'm good. Like I'm good, bro.
That's what we want, dude. Well, okay, so that's all fucking incredible. I love that. I love that. When it comes to like obviously trading and training, like obviously your new routine, like you kind of mentioned it earlier, where you're like, everything in life it has to be in sync. Everything kind of bounces off each other. So like, what have you found with obviously your trading, being a mentor, but obviously your own personal trading and actual going through this process of learning the habits, fat loss, and everything else? What have you found? Like the similarity between them?
um that is pretty much the same process. First of all, the ground foundation of everything is being disciplined, and the second is consistency. That's all it
Yeah,
is. So just like you have, of course, plan and proper preparation for having good trade in the marketplace, you have to have that for the food as well,
yeah,
right? You cannot be lazy and sloppy with that because again, you're gonna have lazy and sloppy results. Just
yeah.
like if you would be trading lazy and sloppy, you would have exactly the same thing. So it was, let's say, stuff that I was learning from the forex. Now I put it into the food as well, which is kind of strange, but it actually, because it's the same process, the same concept, just repeated in a different aspect of life, and it works.
Yeah, I do. It's a patience as well. That's the one thing. When I learned
That's
through
true.
you to trade, the patience was one thing that you had to stop yourself from fucking making stupid decisions. And I think that's the biggest thing with this. It's fucking patience. Um, what was it? What was the other one? Okay, so for anyone looking, like obviously any other traders, any form of trading, anyone who basically does the same thing, do you have like any advice for them looking to not necessarily work with me, plug, but just anyone in general when they're looking to lose weight, whether it's by themselves working with a coach? Do you have any advice for like someone like that?
Well, first of all, like trading can be stressful, so we need that stress release somewhere. So gym, working out, that's a necessity. Like for me, I am somebody that likes, like I went through the bodybuilding stuff. You saw my picture, like I got buffed up and all that. But I enjoy my time, enjoy boxing, enjoy that movement and all that. but for somebody else could be the cycling, somebody else could be just walking in nature, whatever it is, right? We need that movement because we are kind of stationary right over here behind the screens all the time, especially if you're a professional trader.
Yeah.
You need that body movement so you can get healthy. You get
Yeah.
blood pumping, metabolism going, and all that. So more blood through the veins, better mindset. You see or you recognize the charts a little bit better. So it's again all connected. And also, if you have a poor decision with food wise, going to the fast food, a lot of carbs, bread, all that, essentially what's going to happen, you're going to have the poor decision in your life as well because
Yeah.
of how you condition yourself. So like imagine yourself being in a garden. If you're going to have like a poor food into the soil, you ain't going to expect it's going to be like a golden crops coming out. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So it's actually the exact, our body is actually exactly the same. Like it's the temple and we need to treat it as it is.
Yeah. One thing that I found interesting as well, you talk about the junk food. Like
Mhm.
one thing I've seen, especially a lot of people I've met trading, or even when I was learning, I think I can't remember who mentioned it, but it was like their lifestyle was gaming and trading, and they didn't leave their bedroom. Now, the one thing that I found with that is the lack of food, poor choices, or that's just those two really. Like for yourself, you've obviously changed all this. So you just, how do you feel now? Obviously, just as you're doing, you're clearer.
When it comes to let's say cravings with food, I came to the mindset that instead of going like to McDonald's and order like Big Macs and all that, I rather just buy a quality meat and do let's say the bread myself, and I enjoy that way more. And I know okay, I might cheat, but if I got a little bit more carbs in, I'm not gonna be like sad or anything. I'm just gonna hold a little bit harder next day on the training and burn that out. It's not
Mm,
gonna be that problem. But it's maybe it helps though, because I was kind of like 3 or 4 years ago, I had like really bad experience, like food poisoning from doing the McDonald's. So it all kind of helps that, oh, I'm not gonna touch that. I'd rather just,
yeah.
save a little bit, get a nice patty, nice beat. I actually tagged you in the story a few days ago. I actually went for that beef because it was like astonishing. It was amazing. But that's kind
Yeah.
of like my approach towards it. I still, let's say, I still go to fast food, but I make
Yeah.
it slow food in a way, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah. But you're tracking as well. Because the way we're doing
Of
this, you've
course.
obviously got the meal plan, but we're tracking your food. So it's giving you that freedom. You're like, you follow the plan, but if you want to have that meal and it fits within your protein and your calories, you're able to have it.
Yep.
And it's
Yep.
still you're still getting your goal, which is fucking magic, man. Really. This has been a pleasure so far. How
Yeah,
does
it's been awesome.
Oh wait, this is just the beginning. As I said, the second I saw your message about your wife, I haven't seen you this lead in 3 years. I ran into my wife. I was like, babe, look at this. So
Yeah.
it's good. It's good, man. And the fact is, as I said, I'm now working with a few of your other boys as well. So it's inspiring other traders to make that change, especially after lockdown, because
Yeah.
lockdown's really like I don't know.
Now,
From what I've seen, it's crazy, but I think you've got a different experience of the people you've seen.
now we're gonna have the pandemic of COVID wave coming in, right? And I see the urge right now. So everybody get themselves go throughout the COVID, like, oh, now I can relax. Oh, fitness is closed. I cannot be working out. So you laid in your bed or you're kind of like lazy home. Okay, that's good for like a week, 2 weeks. So you can kind of like you have like micro injuries, right? You regenerate and all that. That's good. Okay, cool. But
Mm,
after that, you have to get back because
yeah,
if you stop the engine is gonna get sloppy and lazy and heavy and heavy and heavy. And that's essentially our body. So what's gonna happen is now that everybody is in the urge, oh, COVID is gonna be ending soon. I need to travel, but I cannot go to like a seaside because I'm looking like a whale. So I have to do something about it, right? So this
yeah,
is where this is where something has to change, right? And now people are gonna be like, and then that's the problem there because you have people that are emotional either, and they're just gonna be like looping around
yeah.
and then oh I'm fat and then bam let's do a sandwich at 9 p.m. right and stuff myself in it.
And then they fucking comfort eating in this weather, mate. Like it's freezing at the moment, and
It is.
all you want is to just eat fucking sit in bed and just eat comfort food. That's literally that's literally the battle. But I think now, I think you doing what you're doing now and actually reaching out. But what I wanted to do, obviously, to put this out to more traders because I think you are going to be like what do you call it, the icon or the kind of the top point of, because you've already got a shitload of people that you're a mentor to, and you
Yeah.
change lives that way. If you can help these people, like kick their ass and be like, guys, you got to make a fucking change. I think you're not only change the trading industry in one way, you'll change it in so many other ways, which is fucking magic, man. And I'm very happy to work with you, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, I do agree. Like COVID and everything, it's fine. Like we're focusing on the financial benefits from all this, but again, you have to be balanced out with your health as well.
Yeah.
Like you can get and grind out and everything. I get that man's mindset, but it at the beginning takes a lot of, let's say, focus energy to really figure out the system, how you can deal with it, how you can, let's say, make the meal works for you, when to do it, either in the morning and all that. When you figure out the system for you, then it's easy. It's just like it goes fast. Like, okay, you need to go to the store, you know what you're gonna have for the next 4 days. Grocery list, go in, ham, bam, you're done, right? And for the tracking, yeah, and then for the tracking is also easy because you can, let's say, set 3-4 meals and then you already kind of like pre-saved in the MyFitnessPal. So okay, I have this, wait it out, bam, this is meal 1, meal 2, and it goes fast. And we have Whoop, which is of course the most ideal stuff ever.
It's good, isn't it?
Ever.
It's good,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
awesome.
Especially with your sleep. I think that's the biggest thing. It's knowing your sleep once it's good. Wait, give me 1 sec. I just need to pause this. I gotta run to the toilet.
Okay.
Give me 1 sec. So not only that, you just mentioned the Whoop. How have you found it, obviously, with your sleep? Like being able to actually see what your sleep's like now as well.
It's definitely interesting how it's connected with when you go to sleep, when you wake up, how you go to sleep, right? If you're, let's say, scrolling through the phone, watching TV, movies, all that, it really affects your sleep. And then you can see that you throughout the day, if you don't like regenerate correctly, you are going to be a little bit like slow, or maybe in the morning need a little bit, let's say, extra 10 minutes to really like wake up and start the day going. But it's also interesting, like for some reason, if I go to sleep like around 11 p.m. and if I wake up at 5 p.m., I'm going to be like almost 85-90% generated, like which is now I'm personally, let's say, breaking the belief that you need to sleep like 8 hours to be fully regenerated, whatever. No, it's not. It's like literally you have to have food in lock, right? You have to be disciplined, and then you're gonna see how your body works magically. It can get destroyed in, like, you can have like 2 trainings. I tried that, 2 trainings a day, a cardio session. If you have food correctly, what was the last time I literally screenshot like a 5 hours and 40 minutes, and I was like 89%.
Yeah.
So it's good.
But this is the thing. This is by understanding your sleep. When you have poor sleep, your body's burning less calories. Like you could go to bed, you could get 8 hours of sleep and get like a 40% bloody recovery, and your body is only going to have started the day burning 500 calories. You can go through a fucking, like you said, an 89% on 5.5 hours sleep, and your body's already burnt 700-800 calories. Like that alone shows you how valued it's not valued your sleep is, but quality sleep. I mean that's it. That's kind of the biohacking.
Yeah, it is, and it, like, you can only figure this out once you have the Whoop. So I mean, that's the nicest thing, that it's tracking everything. And I like the 4.1, like it's literally calculating the oxygen in the body when you wake up. I think it's also like with the water. This was the biggest struggle, was the water intake. It was not drinking a lot. Like I was literally, food, okay, cool, I was eating, but like drinking, not much. Like probably below half a liter per day. That's bad. It was right now. This is my friend right in.
Yes, boy. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, mate, that's it. I think the good thing about the Whoop is there's actually got something on there. The 4.0 is you can set your alarm. So what will happen is you can set it to 75%, 80%, 90%, and it will wake you up. Like, that's fucking amazing. That is complete biohacking, get the most out of you and your day, which is great. So, man, I really thank you for this. It's been great. I'm going to put this on YouTube.
You're welcome.
But yeah, man, I thank you for that. And as I said, I'm so proud of fucking where you are at the moment.
Let's go. 2022.